Hello, everyone, and welcome to what I can hardly believe is our second to last day of VERGE 20. I want to open today's program by talking for just a moment about the importance of slowing down, especially in these urgent times. I know, it sounds crazy, slowing down in urgent times. It's certainly what I thought when I first encountered this idea recently, offered by a rather extraordinary man, a author, educator, and provocateur by the name of Bayo Akomolafe. And the wisdom actually comes centuries old from his indigenous West African roots, where they say, these times are urgent. Let us slow down. And I'm not going to lie, part of me feels really challenged by this. And I imagine that may be the case for you too. You know, the part of ourselves that are driven so fiercely to see, needle moving, emissions reducing, market accelerating change happen as quickly as possible doesn't exactly jive with the idea of slowing down. But the point, of course, and as we've been being invited to experience so poignantly in this period of grand pause in the pandemic, is that our tendency towards, constant efforting and hurrying up, of orienting towards efficiency and optimization, of seeing change happen as quickly as possible, well, it actually risks perpetuating the very patterns and mindsets that have gotten us into this place of urgency and converging crises in the first place. And as Bayo puts it in a related question, what if the way we respond to crisis is actually part of the crisis itself? What new ways of seeing, understanding, and from there acting open up when we slow down? I'm so curious what this brings up for you. And as we did yesterday, I want to invite you all to take a moment now to introduce yourselves in the chat. Yes, we all want to know who you are, who you represent, where you're from, but also what you're discovering in this period of pause about slowing down in the context of the urgency of the work that we're here to do. What are you learning about what's most important, what's most needed now? And as you do that, I am again going to preview the keynote program that we have in store for you today. And our speakers, each in their own way, kind of offering and underscoring the importance of bringing a different approach to meeting today's challenges and opportunities. So in just a minute, we are going to invite to the VERGE stage phenomenal young woman by the name of Gitanjali Rao, a 14-year-old innovator, entrepreneur, and a promoter of STEM, who is one of the most inspiring models of bringing fresh approaches to solving real-world problems that I have encountered. After that, we will welcome Patrick Flynn, who is Salesforce's head of sustainability, who's going to offer his perspective about slowing down and listening and the importance of both in order to meet the urgency and opportunities of the climate crisis. And to close out today's program, I am so excited to be joined in conversation by the state of California's Secretary of Natural Resources, Wade Crowfoot, for a conversation about harnessing the power of natural systems to fight climate change. And so with that, it is my pleasure to introduce Gitanjali Rao. She goes by Anjali Rao, a 14-year-old entrepreneur whose work I learned about when she was 11 and won the 3M Young Scientist Challenge She's one of the most inspiring young people I know. She is going to give us some demos of her inventions today, and I dare you to try and follow along every step of the way. Please give a very, very warm welcome to Anjali Rao.